Fantastic Four First Steps. So we have another new Marvel movie this year. Let's talk about it. In this movie, we start out on an alternate Earth, and Fantastic Four has already been established. They are the heroes of this universe, this world, and everybody loves them, and there's all kinds of lore that goes along with it. And I thought it was really neat. The first 10 minutes of this film, 5-10 minutes, they do a montage of kind of what the Fantastic Four have been up to and things that have made them popular over their time on this Earth. So we've had two superhero movies come out recently that have decided to skip the origin story part. Superman was the first one, and now Fantastic Four. And I will say, Superman, I feel like it was a little more clunky when it came to establishing Superman in that universe. Fantastic Four, I think they did a great job. They really get you invested in these characters from the get-go, just the way they're handled, the way that the people on that Earth are talking about them, and it just makes you feel connected to them right away. And as we move forward in the story, Fantastic Four ends up coming to face a looming threat that is threatening to just take out their entire world. Now, as you've seen in the trailers, this is Galactus. He is a planet-eating guy that can take out entire worlds in the blink of an eye. Now, we've got to talk about the style of this movie. When you watch the trailers, you can tell it's kind of a futuristic retro vibe, and I'm telling you what, they did a great job with this. The whole aesthetic is very much that, kind of Jetsons-y, and even the camera lenses they use make it look very much that way, 60s, 70s vibe. And I went and saw it with a buddy, and he leaned over and was like, "Oh my gosh, I love the color grading. It just makes it look so much more immersive. It's kind of an old school shot film." Not to mention the production design, incredible. Every little thing that they use or interact with is slightly different from what we have here on our Earth. And it was just really cool to watch. They did a great job at really making things look real, that they could actually exist. And that brings me to the practical effects. This film did a great job at using a lot of practical effects. The robot on set, Herbie, is fully functioning. I mean, he can pretty much do everything you saw him do on screen. So that's just a really cool little touch. I saw in an interview with the director too that they used some miniature models, and you can really tell that they put a lot of time and effort into making it as practical as possible. We also have to talk about the casting. Everybody they cast fit that character perfectly. They really shined in their different roles. One thing I really liked about this movie too is the story was actually super interesting and super engaging. It wasn't a generic, just kind of, there's a villain and people have to stop him and all that. There is a little bit of that, but the main story was about family.
I don't have friends. I got family. Family.
And this thing that they were having to deal with and how to overcome it and what they were going to decide to do to handle this threat and what it was wanting from them. There was also a big part of this film that kind of had an interstellar feel. It was really, really cool. It was very, just out in the galaxy, and there's wormholes and there's black holes and just really, really cool visuals that were incredible to look at. That being said, honestly, this is one of the best looking Marvel movies that they've ever made. The cinematography, just the set designs and everything were fantastic. Now, this movie with credits was only about an hour and 55 minutes, so it's a relatively shorter Marvel film. And the runtime is where I'll kind of talk about a little bit of nitpicks. I do wish that we would have gotten maybe just a little more time with each character, kind of getting to know them a little bit. Now, the main four, the Fantastic Four, their interactions, they just are connective and they make you feel really, really welcome, and that you can fully understand how they are with each other. So they did a great job in that aspect. But individually with the characters, I wish we would have gotten like a little more time with each character just to get to know them a little bit more. My other nitpick would be occasional problems with CGI. Most of them look good. There's one glaring one that did bother me. There is a CGI baby in this film. Marvel, Hollywood, take some notes. Don't use CGI babies if you don't have to. The scene that this baby's used in, honestly, thinking back to it, I don't think they needed the baby to like be facing forward and looking at the camera the way it was. I think they could have like swaddled it and kind of hidden it, and it would have looked fine. When this scene comes on, for me, it just really took me out of the movie for like a minute or two, because like, wow, that looks really kind of creepy. So I thought that Galactus was used really well in this movie. I think that we got the perfect amount of time with him that we needed. Honestly, a standout for me was Silver Surfer. They gave her a really good kind of story arc, which I wasn't expecting at all. And she just did a great job portraying this character. Very stoic, but you ended up kind of like caring about her. So I thought it was really well done. The musical score in this film is also so freaking good. Michael Giacchino, he just knocked it out of the park with this. When it kicks in, it just really takes over and is really amazing. It was really interesting. Like, we've never been in this universe with these characters before, with this cast and everything. And the amount of world building they were able to do and how immersive it was incredible. They did such a great job with that. Overall, guys, I really enjoyed Fantastic Four: First Steps. It definitely did not disappoint. It stuck the landing, and I am so excited to see these characters continue. I'm excited to see them in Avengers Doomsday when that comes out. For me personally, I feel like this is back to like top tier Marvel stuff. It was just so well done and thoroughly fleshed out, and I didn't feel at all like it was just thrown in a basket or like taken down an assembly line. Like, this movie was intentionally written and directed to be very specific. Because it was in another world, they didn't have to like play by the rules of like, oh, okay, the Fantastic Four are on our Earth, so how are we going to work them in, to the superheroes that are already here? No, they're in a completely different universe. So they were able to do kind of whatever they wanted, and that was a huge benefit, and it really paid off. So let me know if you've seen Fantastic Four: First Steps. What did you think about it? Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And I look forward to the next review. Talk to you then.